A library of waiting systems.
3 wandering souls.
1 woven story.
Welcome to the Codex cast!
This is
All
gonna
right.
be short and simple. Go watch the previous episode. I'm just kidding. But really, though, it was amazing. Our wonderful Natasha was gone, and so we were left to explore the house.
So that was the amazing part. I was gone, and...
Phrasing.
You know that's not what I meant. But it was hilarious because no one was there to, like, reel us in. So you made up this structure, didn't you?
Yes.
So she made up this lovely structure with cards. So depending on what card you drew, depended on which direction you went and what type of room you were going to go in. And then we had to make it up. There was a bug room. Marlo nearly passed out and died. There was a bonding in a bath.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any other words.
A bath with friends.
As Cortex said, it was skinship for us to further our bond.
Yes, it was quite lovely. Shadows does not like to be wet. Let's see what else happened. There was a torture room. There was a book room.
There was the croquet
talk about
room.
Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Paul.
Yeah, Paul was
the
important.
pigeon. So it's an inside joke now, so you have to go watch the video.
Paul the talking pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
An NPC I've now created for myself.
Yes.
It was great. And then we had like a bunch of like chat involvement. So if we drew a certain, I think it was clubs or something, then we would take suggestions from chat on how to do the next room, and they were hilarious. We had a really good time. We broke a lot of stuff near the end. And we are a little bit better. Our characters are much better friends now.
And we found beds.
That's right, we did find beds.
You found 4, 2 of which are being taken up by Marlo.
And
I
her stuff.
forgot about that. She was like, "Yeah, I'm not sharing a bunk bed. That's ridiculous. I am the captain."
I'm the captain now. Anyway, here we are.
So, you all are asleep. The room is dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet. And then... the familiar noise of one of those 4 rubber wheeled things going off is very, very close. Like, in the room with you.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Cortig is up and grabbing her shield and, like, just ready for a fight. She, like, lunges. She actually probably hits her head on the top bunk because I forgot she's on the bottom bunk. And, like, that makes her more upset, and she scrambles out, and she's just ready to go.
And it's, like, pitch black in the room because, you know, it doesn't have, like, a window or anything.
Well, luckily I have dark vision. Do I see anything with dark vision?
There doesn't seem to be anything in the room.
Okay.
Marlo's like crouched up on the top bunk. She's got her rapier out, but she hasn't leapt down yet. She's just like up there.
Marlo, stop that!
What? You think it's me?
You're doing something, obviously.
Why are you asking me? Why don't you ask the cat who does magic?
Shadow's just sitting on the top bunk with the pillow over her ears because she just wants to sleep. Now that she knows where the sound was coming from originally, she's like, screw that thing. She just wants to sleep.
Watch out, I'm going to attack it.
Attack what?
I'm gonna start, like, just hacking at the sound.
Marlo's gonna leap down from the top bunk and open the door into the hall.
There's nothing out there. The sound seemed to be coming from inside the room. Like,
yeah, I'm still gonna look.
Yeah,
I'm getting it.
There's nothing out there. I mean, there's like torchlight down the hall.
Well, open it so at least I can see something.
I want to roll. I want to roll to see what's happening here. Is this an investigation to find out why this sound is happening to me?
No, you just look around.
Oh, okay.
You just look around and you figure out that the sound is coming, like, it's hidden under your bunk, like under the bed. It's tucked up, like
Who
under
has
the
done
bed.
this? I'm gonna tear it out.
And like under there is this little glowing blue light.
Is it Meta?
Oh.
Yes.
Meta.
Oh.
How did she get past my spell?
Because she's
This is probably your spell going
Meta.
off. Is this her spell going off?
Is it?
Is this
Oh, no.
alarm?
Is that what it
It
sounds
was
like?
shadows.
I was gonna ask that, but Marlo didn't know that shadows cast a spell.
It's been a week.
Okay.
So I'll pretend like I knew that this whole time.
I mean, Shadows has no idea that that's what this sounds like here.
It's true because it could just be a loud bang everywhere else.
But like, there's this little glowing light like under there.
Like afraid? Meta, you are supposed to be my friend.
So I don't know how technically she
Meta
undoes a
Is
ritual.
friend.
Meta, you are making terrible, terrible sound right now when I am trying to get my beauty rest.
It's not meta.
Cortex very slowly stands up to look Shadows directly in the eye on the top bunk and like just tips her head to the side expectantly.
I'm not exactly sure how a ritual is undone, so I'm just gonna make it up. So she slowly wakes up and realizes that that was her fault.
Mm-hmm.
So she covers her face again with the pillow and just snaps her fingers. And that's how I decide the alarm's
I
gonna
never
go off.
thought that you would be the worst until now. That was just too loud.
Marlo sighs like a really long sigh and slams the door and just like wordlessly crawls back up into her bed and throws the blankets over her head.
God,
And-
Meta.
Meta like floats out and she's kind of like quivering back and forth.
Meta, come, we have a cuddle as we go back to sleep.
We have a cuddle.
Meta guide.
Yeah, Meta guide me straight to Betty by land.
Meta guide. And she flies over to the door.
No. You'll see how much hurt I have all over my body still. You need the good sleep to make that go away.
Can I
Like-
tell, like, in my body, like, how early it is? I like not down to an exact hour, obviously, but does it feel like I've been woken up in the middle of the night and there's still a long way to go for me to feel rested? Or like, is it like, oh, I woke up like an hour before my alarm? You know what I mean?
It feels like this is maybe like 3 hours before your alarm. Like it's the middle of the night, but it's not like
Nasty in between.
yeah. It's like if you would want to sleep until 8, this is like waking up at 5. Like it's awful, but you've gotten enough rest that you could probably function.
Man, people are really overestimating how well a Cortex can function on no sleep. Like, wow.
Hearing you guys continue to talk will just growl and throw the blankets off and just like slide down again as she's like putting her belt on with like her rapier and stuff and just grabs her bag and says, "Come on, let's get this over with." And shoots a glare up at Shadows, since we are now all of us very much awake.
It's not like
So-
little light could have woken us up. You just had to have waited until we woke up, and now we got big sound all up in our faces and in our ears and in our hair.
Met a friend.
Now that Marlo has her rapier out, Shadows instinctively grabs her tail.
I wouldn't
That's
use my
smart.
rapier
Hops
for that.
down from the bed and just puts on her stuff and starts walking out with tail in hand.
You know what? I feel now a little guilty. She says this to Marlo, like, yeah, just talking to Marlo, watching Shadows go.
Why?
Well, because she is so fluffy and also so sad.
So?
So, like, I would like to see her smiling instead.
I would like to see the inside of my eyelids.
That
But
is.
looks like we're not going to get what we want today.
Don't worry, you can see the inside of your eyelids for a very long time when you are dead.
Great.
Yes.
Marlo will turn and walk out.
Yeah. That probably didn't help as much as Cortic was hoping.
So Meta flies off down the hall and leads you back to the up and down motion capsule with the gate on it that you stepped into and then went up.
The cage.
The cage. And she flies inside.
I'll follow.
Yeah. But this time before it starts moving, Cortic is gonna sit all the way down because she didn't like that rising sensation. Yeah, she's gonna fully sit on the ground.
Marlo's going to kind of brace herself against, like, in a corner kind of thing.
That thing freaked out Shadow. She's gonna lay down.
Yeah.
With whatever room is left.
Come, use Mama Cortic's leg as pillow.
And the elevator requests what floor or sector you desire, and then Meta requests that it takes you to floor 12.
Oh boy. All right, Marlo's really going to strap in.
Okay,
And
let's
it
go.
drops, and it goes.
Oh, it's
It goes
Wow.
down?
With
What?
the sudden drop, Shadows is very light.
It went up last time.
Yeah, but
And she
to
just
floor
starts
2.
like floating as it goes down. She's just like,
I'm just clarifying.
Cortic will catch
It's
you.
fine that this house makes no sense.
Yes,
I'm
that's
just
what-
clarifying that it's going down.
You never clarified whether you were underground or not.
That's true. Well, we kind of saw a waterfall when we looked out on the first floor,
Mhm.
and then we went up to floor 2.
If you're on a waterfall, are you above ground? Or are you
Yeah.
below ground?
I guess I was picturing that I was above the waterfall and seeing
Yeah.
the waterfall below me, but I
Yeah,
guess
that's what I was
you're-
thinking of.
You were thinking
Oh.
the water was
But
falling
that's
in
fine
front
too.
of me.
We can retcon that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, we can totally. I can
Interesting.
handle that. I was confused.
Because if the waterfall is spraying you, I was like, water. Because water doesn't
It was like
spray
it was like
up.
it was
I
like
thought it was like a mist. I thought I was
Yeah.
picturing like this big like.
But
huge-
hey, guess what? This is Tasha's
Oh,
house, and
that
she
is
can do
Tasha's
whatever
house.
the heck she
Anything
wants.
it goes.
Anyway, you're going down 12 floors.
Okay.
All right.
It can be negative 12 if you'd like. But you drop down, and you drop back down to the floor that you were on previously.
well, there goes Shadow. She's gonna.
Wait,
flat
we
onto
go
the
back down to the
floor.
floor we were on previously,
Yes.
even though we went up to floor 2, and then we
Yes.
went down to
This
floor 12.
makes no
Yes.
sense.
Okay, just
Which makes
making sure I'm following.
12? Because it's down to floor 12.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of ascending
makes
order,
no
it goes
sense.
down to descending order. So floor,
Oh, I guess
floor
I don't.
one
I guess
is-
we didn't know what floor 1 was.
yeah.
We have no idea.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we're good. I'll walk off the cage thing.
Yeah. Kortik did not enjoy that, and she is definitely bluffing that did not phase her at all. She's just gonna get right up, and she's just...
Shadows is gonna get up kind of wobbly.
And Meta flies off, and she flies down the hallways and zigzags in and out, and then ends up at the room with the long table and the mirrors.
Cool. So I recognized all my chalk drawings everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So into the meeting room we go. Marlo will do the thing that like students when they come into like an early morning class do, where they like throw their stuff down, sit in the seat, and then like put their head in their hands and just like don't look at anyone, you know?
Sure.
And
That's what Marlo does.
Aubrielle's already there, and she's like got like a bunch of papers and like rolled out scrolls in front of her, and then like one book. And she just smiles. And her hair is a little like frazzled. But she smiles and she says, "Oh, hello, good morning."
Is it though?
Yes, very good.
Is it even considered morning right now? I'm so tired.
Very
Little girl.
early morning. Have a seat, take a seat.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit down right here then, I guess.
Shadows is gonna sit on the table.
Unusual.
She doesn't know why, she just does it.
All right. Well, so I found your first task.
And it couldn't have waited 3 hours.
No, you're on the clock for this one.
Alrighty then.
Or on many clocks, as we could have put it, but that won't make any sense to you. It's just a joke from myself.
I see.
And she opens a book and begins flipping through it. And then one of the mirrors behind her kind of lights up.
Okay. Kortik will just very slowly just point at it. And just be like, yeah, what is that?
That is a screen.
But it was not having light on it before, and now it does.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I thought maybe you didn't know that, but I understand now that everyone knew that already.
Well, at least I did.
Okay.
You wonderful orc creature.
What do we have to do?
So you're going to a place called Duskfall. And you're going to go retrieve the item.
Did you say the dust ball?
Duskfall. Not the Dusk Ball. I mean that. Are you making jokes?
No.
Well, right. So I have come up with your dossiers, and she like slides folders towards each of you.
Oh no.
Marlo will like give her a weird look and pick it up, flip through it.
And these are the people's whose identities you'll be assuming. But we'll have to be very precise about the moment that happens, which is part of the reason that you're on the clock.
Are these real people?
Yes.
What?
But
So
I am
what
me.
happens to them? I'm sorry, we're taking their identities?
Yes.
Are they dead?
I feel like I need more explanation than just a yes.
Yes, they're going to be dead very soon.
What?
Okay.
But they got themselves into that situation. It's not like I'm taking their lives or anything.
Are we taking their lives?
Well, you're assuming their lives, but no, the people who are taking their lives are someone else.
So are we supposed to worry about those people taking their lives after we come back as these people that they tried to kill?
Possibly. I don't really know what happens after they die.
What?
And apparently,
I think-
we're not concerned with it.
I think
I'm
that's
sure
what
you'll
our
be
captain.
well on your own. I mean,
Oh,
you'll
beginning
take
to
care of
see-
it.
Marlo looks at Cortig and says, I'm beginning to see why the former Codex cast didn't make it very long.
Corteg will snort a laugh, then quickly try and cover it with a cough as she realizes that was a rude joke, but hilarious nonetheless.
No, they actually survived quite a long time. The majority of the problem is the opposition. Hopefully you won't run into most opposition here. However, I have seen an uptick in activity in Duskfall,
Alright.
which could be because of another appearance of a system, which was predicted, but I didn't. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah,
Why don't you cut to the information that we need to know?
all right. So you are going in. You're assuming these people's identities, and then you will have to find the object that. Yeah. And you'll know it because it is made of the metal or the stone thing that you're familiar with, and it will be causing some sort of chaos around it. However, don't look for like mist or anything because that is just kind of a part of the setting anyway, the city itself. Other than that, we do need to choose what kind of operation you'll undertake. I'm thinking it would be best for you to do you want to steal things or sell drugs or kill people or
What are you talking about right now? Like, you
So-
say a lot of words at one time and get very sleepy when you do this. Just like, what is it that little one that we need?
so Duskfall is not a very nice place.
Alright, we can handle not nice places. I mean, we saw little children who, like,
No, this is like everyone is sad and poor, and in gangs or thieves or thugs or miscreants and scoundrels and criminals of various types.
Well,
Marla's like
this-
nodding her head, like, okay.
So, like,
So-
this is what Corteg thinks. This is what Corteg thinks. Corteg thinks that, Corteg lost train of thought. Hang on, it's coming back.
So we've got to pick, like, what we're going to be doing?
Yes,
If
and I
whole
will
town is-
outfit you properly.
If the whole town is bad, we don't want to fight whole town. So let's just take what we need and go.
Stealing, then?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, just taking.
Let's steal.
So sneaky stealing or like beating in the door and grabbing it out of a bloody person's hand.
That one. I like that one. What do you
Mm.
think, Marlo?
I think I would go for the sneaky one.
Oh,
Is there like a talk to their face, stab him in the back option? Or, I mean, steal, I guess, since we're not the killy kind.
like make distraction. Like when you kill buffalo, you have make them look at one thing and then you get them in the back with the other.
Sure.
Yes.
She takes the book from off the table and then begins to like flip through it and begins to mutter to herself. And you're certain you don't want to sell drugs?
I will So,
Drugs are okay, I guess.
All
I mean,
right. So thievery. Okay. And
who are we selling drugs to? Other
And
crappy people?
yeah, well, are we just going to go around and make many people very sad?
that is how this works. Yes.
All right, let's go with stealing. That
Stealing.
seems like
Right.
We're hurting less people that
Would
way.
you like to specialize in burglary, espionage, robbery, or sabotage?
I'm going to let Marlowe and Shadows pick on this one.
Marlo will look at Shadows. How about espionage?
All right. Give me one moment.
got shadows down.
And what would you like to be known for? Being ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange?
Say those one more time.
Ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, strange.
I think that brutal has good tone to it, yes?
I'd go with savvy. What about you,
Ugh.
Shadows?
Stop.
She'd obviously be strange. Can I get a what up? And she like raises a hand for a high five.
All right, Marlo will high five.
Shadows just nods in agreement.
Meta circles, or
I
Aubrielle
have
circles
idea.
something.
I have idea. It is big boom spark in brain. Listen to this. We are not from this place.
No.
So being known as strange could help us. Because anything weird we do, they'll just be like, they're just strange.
That's actually
It's big boom spark.
maybe not a bad idea.
I am very wise. You should ask me more questions when you don't use too many words so they don't confuse me.
Why do I need to ask questions when you just say things on your own?
Oh, well, because then I could answer the things that plague you in the night.
All right, strange it
Was
is.
that projector?
Off to the side, Meta goes.
Stop making that sound, Meta. You are supposed to be friends. That is sound that enemy makes. Enemy Meta.
Shadows is just
That
trying
is
to
bad.
swat it away.
Meta's like, Meta make joke? Plague in night.
Okay, yeah, then Cortic will laugh boisterously.
Shadows rolls her eyes.
So are we like leaving right now, or
Breakfast?
yeah?
Oh, yes. I will send you with breakfast. You'll eat there. You'll be fine.
So how much of our stuff do we get to take?
Oh, your new identities will already be equipped. Don't worry.
But,
Well, where does our stuff go?
Your stuff can stay here.
where does our bodies go?
They'll stay here.
Cortic is suddenly massively unsure about this process.
Okay. All right. She begins to think of and tick off in a few other boxes. Sounds good. Okay. Very well. Are you ready?
Right now?
Yes. You're on the clock, remember?
Like, how much time
And
do
she's
we
like-
have? Did we talk about this yet?
Okay, so when you're there, you'll have approximately I think like 3 days
3 days.
to track down the object.
And then
Track it
how do we
down,
bring
use
objects
it.
back?
We got to figure out how to use it.
Oh, right. Yes.
And then it'll open
The
another
portal.
tear thing. Yeah. We walk through with
Yes.
it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Will I be hurt in this other body?
Oh, if your
Yeah, what
other
if we-
body dies, you'll be fine. You'll just return to this body here, and
Could I insight check her?
yes. Well,
Okay.
no, I mean she's telling the truth, clearly.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
I have big question again.
Yes.
So if you die and you just come back to this body here, why are there no more members of this codex cast?
Because they died in their original system, their original home.
Seems like idiots. Just take someone else's body and keep yours safe. Yes?
No, because eventually there are rules and underlying things, which is why I exist, to make sure that none of the rules are broken and that everything aligns properly and everything stays in its place.
Corte gets really quiet, but in her head she's wondering if that means that you're the reason that everyone else is dead. She's very confused and afraid.
Marlo is seeing Cortig's like thinking face. And she says, well, so we gotta go now.
Yes.
All right.
What is supposed to
Marlo
happen?
will take out her like wineskin and take a good pull from that and offer
Shadows
it to
is gonna
Cortig.
reach out her hand,
Marlo will hand
and
it
you
to
give it to Cortig, and she's just sitting there like,
Yeah, she drinks, like, heavily drinks from this thing before handing what's left to you.
and there's about 3 drops.
Marlo will step up or stand up, I guess. She'll kind of like gesture to the mirrored screen thing. Is this where-
No.
okay.
You look like idiot now.
Where do we go?
Okay, so we're going back to the door. The big double doors that you came through originally.
Mm-hmm.
Going back there. And
I definitely remember doors that I tried to open before.
Yes, and then you just walk through those.
Okay.
Hey-ho.
Is Meta gonna lead us?
Yes, she'll go with you, actually. She'll be there to answer any of your questions. Just a warning, though. Meta won't assume another body, because that is against the rules for her.
So she'll just be this weird glowing thing with us?
Well, the most direct transfer for her in this system is for her to be a ghost.
Is there like magic and
I don't
stuff
like
in this? What do you call it? System?
Yes. But not the magic and stuff that you're used to, so you won't be able to go like Boom Spark.
I don't do that anyway. All right, let's go.
Put your hand down, Shadows. We are doing business now.
Shadows. You will have some capabilities, but they'll be very different. You will take on the role of communicating with spirits and undead and the realm that exists between.
I'm used to that.
No, that sounds okay. Okay, I guess. That's fine.
Oh, as another statement, their undead are interesting.
Do you care to speak more on this subject of interest?
So they have these like giant demons that live outside of the city, and the city, you want to stay inside the city, and the city has like giant electric, oh, you don't know what that is, giant lightning arcs that protect the city. And there are hunters, Leviathan hunters, that go out and hunt down the demons to power the electric arcs that keep the city safe.
If I knew what any of those words meant, then maybe it would make sense to me.
Who are we supposed to talk to find this thing? Why these people? Are they close to this object somehow?
Yes, they are. Yes.
All right. I feel like the more questions we ask you, the more confused I'm gonna get.
Yes.
So
The
let's just
same
go.
is with me right now. Yes.
So
I just want to go.
just you'll be fine. Treat this as if you have grown up on the streets your entire life and are scoundrels and miscreants and wish to do everyone else ill.
That'll be a real stretch for me.
I'm
This is
sure.
my angry face.
You seem very kind and sweet.
Ugh, it hurts my forehead.
Oh, one other thing. The blue coats are the police force. They will be watching you. So you are miscreants, they are the police.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I pick up what you're putting down.
Okay. Very well. And she gets up, and then trots down the hall toward the library to the doors. And Meta buzzes behind her.
Okay. Marlo will follow.
And she says over her shoulder, Become familiar with your dossiers.
Oh, right.
So, Cordic is gonna sidle closer to like Marlo and be like, "So, what does yours say?"
Do we want to do this right now, Tasha? Kind of. I mean, how much information?
The information that you have on your sheet is the information that the dossier has.
So do you want us to kind of like talk through that right now, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you go over yours. I'm gonna be right back because this fan is gonna murder me. Okay.
Okay. Well, looking at this dossier, Marlo will tell Kortig that it looks like it's gonna be somebody named Brenna Colburn. Let's see. Brenna Colburn, Emily, is what I told you. And her alias is Ink. She's a woman. She's calm, petite, wears a vest and fitted breeches. Oh, look at this. This is nice. My dad was an ore miner and my mom was a prostitute.
Oh.
Great. She was a drug mule and a tattoo artist. Oh, I can get behind that at least.
Is what the things that you like to get behind? Okay.
I mean, the tattoos. She'll like point to her arm.
Oh, I see. Yes. Instead of filling my body with ink, I just get scars from actual experiences.
I don't get scars because I'm smarter and faster than that.
Oh, okay. Or you just play it far too safe.
What's yours say?
That is great question. My name is Navaya, yes. Otherwise known as Twitch, yes. I am not this great at reading. I'm very sorry. It takes me a minute. The gist is that family was not good. Mother was all about the bad drugs, and the father, he liked to steal many things. Yes, it's just basically bad stuff. But it looks like this person is okay at taking care of other people, which is nice. Yes.
What about you, Shadows?
Uh, her name is Endoin, also known as Hennel. She has short, dark hair, Victorian military coat, lots of piercings and tattoos.
Cool.
How is that going to show on my shirt? Oh, hold it. Ooh, her parents were in military. She was never good enough, and oh, she does a lot of bad things.
Yeah,
And,
well, join the club.
And just likes to gamble.
This sounds like it's gonna be fun. Marlo's
I don't know what they mean
like
by
rubbing
bad
her
things.
hands.
Those seem fine to me.
I am glad you seem more cheerful than you were yesterday.
This just sounds like a place I can well, I mean it is probably going to be pretty bad, but I feel like I can figure this one out.
That sounds most great for you. Let's do this thing, I guess.
Okay. Are we at the doors yet?
Yeah. So you arrive at the doors, and Meta flies down and slips against the crack between the two giant knobs. And then the blue light spreads throughout the, what is it called? Like gnarls and mottling in the wood, and the whole door begins to glow. And then slowly the doors swing open, revealing that dark expanse of night and stars.
All right.
Makes me distinctly uncomfortable.
See you on the other side. Marlo
Wait, am I walking
walks
through? No. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I couldn't mute it fast enough, so I just sneezed.
Can I catch Marlo's body as she like drops unconscious? Or is it okay to walk through?
What happens?
You'll just have to walk through. Like, you walk through and then you like vanish and turn into like stardust as you enter.
Shadows is anxious to get into this world, so she's all ready to go, but she's holding her.
So Shadows like phases into glitter and light, and you just see her like disappear and vanish.
Cortic groans with like displeasure. Like she is not a huge fan of this. And she's like kind of standing there and she's like tapping her shield and she's like, they're fine. The little ones, they just walk through and it was no big deal. And then they just turn to dust, which is apparently just fine. Anyone can turn to dust. And I can turn into dust. I'm not afraid of not existing anymore. That would be silly. Yeah. And she's gonna like toe up it and she's gonna like really hate this so much. And then she's gonna step through.
And you as well fade.
Okay.
And then
that's the end of the Codex cast.
We're done.
And then Ink wakes up covered in her own blood.
What's the last thing I remember? Well, how does this work?
You don't remember anything.
Okay, so I'm Marlo in my head.
Yes.
Okay.
You're just covered in your own blood, and you're laying and it smells awful. Like, putrid waste just floods your senses. And
Okay.
above you, you see like little piercings of light coming through what might be a sewer grate.
Okay.
And it's just like sticky against your side and warm and a little bit crusty, like maybe there was time for it to dry.
Am I in pain at all?
Yes.
Okay, where is that pain mostly?
Mostly on like your side, like
On my
down
side.
here.
Okay. I'll get up or sit up in whatever muck I'm in and probably like dry heave. Not quite lose my lunch, but not feel great. And then
like
I'm gonna
as you sit up, like your hand like just like squelches into something next to you and you don't even want to look at what it is. Like you can already just like imagine what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna what's next to me, like looking to the side? Am I just in like a pool of like grossness?
So you are on like the side,
Okay.
like thin walkway in like a sewer tunnel, and like
Okay.
next to you is the dripping and the plopping and the flowing of waste.
Okay. Is that what I've stuck my hand in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pull my hand out and I will like kind of try and get as much off as I can, and then I will look at my side that's hurting and try and assess the wound.
The wound, like, it looks like it was bleeding, but it looks like it's healed over. And you have a scar there now.
So like I'm not gonna die right now.
No.
Okay.
Somehow you've been healed and you have no idea how.
Okay.
You're just in a lot of pain. Like maybe a rib was broken, but it somehow healed and now
Sore.
you're it aches.
It's like the after sore of being beat to shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stand up, I guess. And do I have any stuff? Am I clothed? Is there anything around me?
Yes, you look like you are prepared for a job, which in Blades in the Dark, GM hat. In Blades in the Dark, that means that you have a loadout.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we go any further, your crew, all of you, choose what loadout you will take for this job. And what that means is, so you can choose a light loadout, which means you get essentially 3 objects, a normal loadout, which essentially means you get 5, or a heavy loadout, which means you get 6. A light loadout, you look like a normal person. You pass undetected. Normal, you look skeevy and questionable. Heavy, you look like you're gonna go do some harm.
Okay.
And the thing is you do not have to go and check off what you're carrying on you. You only check it off when you use that item.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah, so you don't pick
We
it.
technically have all of them, but we check them off when we use it.
Yeah, so you can only use like 3, 5, or 6 on the job, but you have to pick before the job how much you can potentially use.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to have a normal load.
Okay, so 5. So you look like a skeevy little...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a lantern? Is that how that works?
Yes, so you pull out your lantern.
I pull out my lantern and light it.
Okay.
Turn it on, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna
light it.
take a peek around.
Okay.
up and down this tunnel that I'm in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, well, I was gonna say I'll shout for Cortig, but no, I'm just gonna look.
So you're looking around. Rolls in this work in the way that you tell me what you want to roll. You tell
What
me.
skill?
Yes, you tell me which skill that you're using, activity you're doing, and how you're doing it. And then I state how effective it's going to be and how dire your circumstances are. And then depending on what roll you make, like, states the consequences of your action.
Okay.
So this is a GM diceless system. I never roll anything. It's all
Okay.
choices from you.
Interesting.
So I guess I'll do what happens if I don't have any dots in the skill?
So you roll 2 dice and take the lower of the 2 numbers.
Okay.
Essentially, disadvantage.
I guess I'll survey. I don't have any points in that. So
Okay. So currently this is a controlled situation.
Mm-hmm.
You will, which means that controlled is the best position that you can possibly be in. Okay. Because you're not like at risk of any harm from anyone else currently. And because you have your lantern, I'm gonna say that you will have a great effect.
Okay. So roll
2
okay, and take the lower,
and take the lower,
which was a 5.
which was a 5. Okay. So in a controlled, a 5 means you hesitate.
Can I, real quick for chat,
Yes.
we are rolling d6s in this system,
Yes, it's a D6
just so everyone knows.
only
Yeah,
system.
there.
So a 5 means on the controlled table, a 5 means you hesitate. Withdraw and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence, which means a minor complication occurs, you have a reduced effect, you suffer lesser harm, or you end up in a risky position. So that risky
Okay.
moves you to the next level
Mhm.
on this table, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. But do you pick that? But what happens? I mean,
Yes, I would pick
okay.
the consequence of your
Okay.
action if you say I want to keep going, but with the consequence.
Okay. Got it. I'll go ahead and I'll keep going
Okay.
with a consequence or
So
whatever.
you're looking around in the dark with your lantern, and you notice that the blood has smeared, and someone has paused by your side as if checking your body, as if trying to see if we're all right, and trying to assist you. Like there's some like bandages that are strewn about, and then just like left and abandoned. And then there are bloody hand marks on the ladder up to the sewer grate above you.
Oof. Okay. Okay. I would like to. Can I take the supplies? Are there enough left?
I mean,
Or
they're
is it
pretty
just
much
kinda like
ruined.
scraps?
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I would like to go quietly up the ladder. So I guess I think that would probably be prowl.
Okay. So roll.
Yes. Okay. And I have 1 dot in that. So do I roll 2? And what do I? And I take the higher.
No,
That
so
how-
you roll the
I
one,
always
you roll
take-
1.
Okay.
So because you have 1 dot, you roll 1,
Oh, got it.
and then you just take that.
Woo, 6.
6. So you climb up the ladder quietly, and then you push open the sewer grate. And do you want to go out or just peek out?
Just peek for now.
So you peek out, and you can see the rolling mists that collect on the street of Duskfall. And above, you can see the arcing electricity and lightning that covers the skies. And then a gunshot rings out.
Ooh.
Ooh, we don't know what guns are.
Yeah, that is probably. It probably sounds
Shocking.
like a thunder, or maybe
Like
like a
the alarm
spell
clock?
exploding or something.
Yeah, a giant, like, massive.
Ink,
Ink.
aka Marlo, will like duck down with that sound. How close did it sound? Close.
Sounds very close.
Okay. Which side? Like from which direction? I guess.
So you're on like a flat street, and it's
Uh-huh.
coming from like the right,
Okay.
and you've kind of like pop out in like a little like dark alleyway.
Okay. Yeah. I'll kind of duck down lower, but I'll try to just like keep little peeky eyes
Okay.
to see what's going on.
Okay. Trying to Twitch.
Ah, that's me.
Twitch.
I was like, yes, we're
You.
streaming.
No, not that. Twitch. You come back to consciousness, and
Okay.
you're propped up against some crates in a warehouse. And the walls are made of steel sheets.
Okay.
And strangely enough, you can't see in the dark like you normally can.
Oh, she does not like that. Okay.
You can see like your hand in front of your face, right? And like a little bit of the dim.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just see the crates around you, and then everything fades into the darkness of this warehouse.
Okay. So slowly she's gonna like start at the top of her head and start patting herself down, like, and feeling like at her eyes, because this is weird. So she's like, am I blind? Am I blind? Like, I know I can see, but am I blind? And she'll pat down her face. Does she feel like her like small tusks there?
Nope.
Oh god, she has like a horrible sinking feeling. And she'll like just pat herself like all the way down, and she's like, nope, this is not my body. She was right. This was not mine. Okay, well, I'm glad she picked me a weak body to be in, I guess. And she'll slowly like grab the crate and like pull herself up and like peer into the dark.
And like everything just aches like as
Okay.
you stand up. Like your
Mhm.
muscles are just like tense, and it feels like you've just been hit by something massive.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. I don't want to talk out loud because I don't want whatever hit me to come back, but she feels like it's important to know what's going on. So she's gonna whisper and she's gonna go, Meta, Meta, where are you? It's just nothing. Okay. She's gonna sigh, be like, that lying mother of my dog. Okay. And she'll. Do I have to pick a loadout?
Mm-hmm.
Heavy. Okay. And she'll start feeling along the wall because she thinks that if there's a wall, there will eventually be a door.
Okay. So you're
Can I roll something to like find my way through safely?
absolutely.
Would that be like, could it be considered a hunt?
I
'Cause, like,
mean,
if you're hunting someone, you're kind of sneaking around in the dark anyways. I'm just hunting for a door.
your effect will be lower, but it's possible.
Okay, I'll roll it. I have a 1 in that, so I roll 1d6, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is also a controlled situation because you have no one hot on your heels right now.
Okay, I
They
rolled a
think you're
2.
dead. Okay, you falter. Press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach.
She's
So you've like run into like you can either continue, right? But
Mhm.
you've run into like a line of crates.
Okay.
So you know you can either like continue to feel along these or you'll have to do
No.
something else.
She'll go back to her starting point and try going the other way.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I have to roll again then, huh?
Yeah, so but you have to make me a different roll this time.
Oh,
A different
okay.
skill.
Prowl?
Okay.
Does that work?
Yes, that does work.
I don't really fully understand the definitions of these abilities.
Okay, so prowl is like sneaking and hiding in shadows. Also like attacking people from like the shadows or like running and leaping across rooftops, like an acrobatics kind of thing.
The list of actions is in that player kit.
Cool.
Also, Emily.
Thank you. I rolled another 2. So what do I run into this direction?
So you're like feeling around this direction and you swear you've just gone in a circle.
Okay.
Like it's just confusing you.
Well, she's like literally mind boggled right now. She's like, I felt on all of the walls and there was no door, which means there has to probably be a ladder of some sort. So she's gonna start walking through the middle of the room, like waving her arms, trying to come in contact with something. It is not graceful. It is like the most awkward, horrible thing you've ever seen. She does not like it. What should I roll for this?
Why don't you try like well, if it's not
Should I try pushing myself to get myself an extra die and just
Yes.
2 stress?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I will take 2 stress, roll 2 die. Is it the higher or the lower result? Because I'm
So
assuming I still have
you
to take a...
you take whatever's higher.
Okay, what am I rolling though?
You roll 2 dice now.
Oh,
And
it doesn't
then-
have to be a particular skill?
No, it does have to be a particular skill, but you just when you push yourself, you take an extra die.
Okay, so if it was like rec and I have 2 in rec, then I would roll 3 dice.
Yes. And if you're
So-
being not very graceful, like rec could be just fine.
Okay, sounds good. I'm hitting shit this time, guys. Okay, my highest one is a 5.
Okay. So you're like, do you want to do the thing regardless of like the consequences?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is as close as I'm ever gonna
So
get.
you're like flailing around and like stomping in places and you don't find a ladder, but your foot hits something and it like goes and it's like some sort of like heavy metal disc and then you like fall.
Oh no.
You get knocked out
Okay.
again.
So you're gonna take a harm.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna take a lesser harm, so you're gonna be. Where's my harm table? Where is it? Where is it? I don't
Yeah, I'm
have
not
it.
exactly sure how to fill out this
I
harm.
think you're gonna be beaten.
Okay.
And you fall down, and you fall down like what's maybe like 15 feet, and
Okay.
just squelch into like 2 feet of sewer.
Hey, welcome.
So much hate.
And
there's
it just begins to like seep up into your clothes.
Yeah, she hates that so much. So I have a question. Do I feel like the same things as this body? Like, do I feel like the name's Twitch? Do I feel like jittery and twitchy?
Yes.
And,
You're
Kind of
beginning
when
to
the
like
ghost possessed us.
you're beginning to
She's
like
like-
take on those aspects and
Mhm.
like feel like the pulling of their various issues.
Mhm.
So like whatever their vice might be,
Mhm.
like you can hear that like gnawing at the back of their mind. Whatever they want to get back to and whatever they want this particular score for,
Mhm.
you know, that's their personal primary drive. While you might be here for the item, they are not here for the item.
She knows that she needs something. Like she's feeling itchy and like just irritable, and she
Itchy?
needs something.
That body still needs something else.
Yeah, she's not feeling good, and she's gonna kind of keep like angrily, almost like storming down this drain,
Okay.
cussing to herself quietly.
What's your name?
Keno.
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 Keno. Keno, you come to, and you're strung upside down by your foot.
Oh.
And like subtly swaying back and forth. And you're overlooking this warehouse with all of its boxes.
I need to get in the mind of shadows freaking out.
And you're maybe like 20 feet in the air with your rope secured around your ankle.
20 feet up. Am I attached to like a beam?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this thick metal I-beam.
Okay. So Shadow's brain comes to in the body. And there's this blood rush to her head that she can't exactly think straight. So she still doesn't know what's happening or why the heck she's upside down. But she doesn't know anyways. So not realizing that she's in another body, she like tries to like sit up almost to grab the rope that's holding onto her leg and like scratch at it to get herself down. But she doesn't realize she's not a tabaxi anymore. So she sees her hand without claws and she almost faints. Because there's no fur, there's no claws. She's just trying to like hyperventilate. She's just like freaking out, and so she's just gonna like continue to just like hang there for a second and freak out and hyperventilate. And then she's like, I need to get down. So she can like inspect herself if she wants to get down. So I want to try and get her, see if the beam is close enough that she can try to grab onto it if she can like herself. But I'm not sure how to do that. Like if I need to roll for something like that.
Yes.
Finesse.
So, yes. That's a great one.
Oh, 6.
Okay, so you grab a hold of the rope and then you like hoist yourself up and then like pull yourself up onto the I-beam and then up on there and then like balance.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, no
Was it
kidding.
that?
Talk about core strength.
Apparently.
I have a question, Tasha.
Yes.
Sorry, Erica. What is the effect of stress?
So stress eventually turns into trauma, and trauma is what will retire you.
Ah,
And
okay.
retiring is essentially almost worse than death.
Okay. So when you kind of max out your stress levels, then it becomes trauma?
Yes.
Is that okay? Got it. All right, carry on.
Interesting. I'll learn that more as I go.
And you can pay stress to get an extra die or pay stress to aid another person. You can also do something that's called a devil's bargain, where if you want an extra die or like something extra from the DM or GM, you can like say, hey, I'd like this thing. Can I take a bad effect somewhere else but have this thing happen? Which is kind of cool. But we'll get into that more as we go. So if you ever really want something really badly, but yeah, it's a fail forward system.
Okay.
So yeah, so Keno is now like perched up on this I-beam.
I think her adrenaline is so high. She's probably injured somewhere. But her adrenaline is so high that she can't really feel anything. Is there anything around me, like another pillar that I could maybe just like try to climb down from, or like some sort of ladder I can reach?
Yeah,
Try and
so you're figuring, make me a roll to find the thing.
Hunt? Survey, probably? Or, oh, not study. Okay. So what if I don't have a marking next
If
to
you don't
something?
have a marking, you roll 2 and take the lower of the 2.
Okay, I rolled a 4 and a 3, so I'll do a 3.
Okay, so, which skill did you try with that?
Survey.
Okay, so as you're looking around in the dark, you're having a really hard time, and you're realizing that your eyes don't work like they used to.
No, I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, it
And
sucks, doesn't it?
you can't see
Yeah.
what you're looking for.
I think it's so funny that we're so used to having it that it didn't even occur to Kortig to even find a light source.
You guys are like freaking out about
Yeah.
your bodies, and Marlo's just like, eh.
Let's go. Let's do
You're
this.
also in another human body.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as weird.
That's true. I don't know what she's gonna do now. I guess maybe. Well, there's not really gonna be any lights on top of where she is. I don't know where she should go from here. She's just kind of there. But she needs to find a way down. Can I roll something else to try and?
You could always try to jump.
She's gonna hurt herself. But you know what? That is something Shadow's brain would do because she doesn't still fully realize she's not a device.
Dangeresque.
She's still in a haze. She still thinks she's a cat. And she's gonna, like, not fully jump, but like hang on to it and like drop from there. But she's gonna pull herself down and she's like hanging from the beam and she's just gonna kind of drop herself down.
Okay. And
She's
do you want to use a stress die to give yourself an extra die? And what skill are you using?
she'll probably have to finesse. Use another one. Yeah, I'm gonna mark a stress. Okay. A stress bar now. Okay, a 4 and a 5.
Okay. So you just drop. And do you want to do the thing with consequences? Or do you want to not do the thing and try a different way?
I don't know what other way to go. Or my imagination's just not bright enough. Jeez.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with consequences.
Okay, so you drop from the I-beam, and as you fall down, you crash loudly into a pile of crates, and they shatter beneath you, which kind of cushions your fall, but like in a really painful sort of way. And then you hear like yelling, and then gunfire, and a bullet whizzes past your head.
This is not the kind of consequence I had in mind. She's just gonna run. She has no idea what that's why people are shouting at her, but she's gonna run. And is there any sort of light source away from the noise that she could try to run to, or is there nothing?
It's
just gonna
dark.
blindly run?
It's dark, but as you're like thinking for a light source and like looking for a light source, you, the Whisper, which is like the ghost talker, you feel a like chill run down your back. And then you hear a voice. Hello.
Hi.
I am friend.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I can't see anything. Well, I don't like these people yelling at me. Where should I go?
Try a lantern.
I feel like a lantern would have just shattered if she fell on the ground.
This is the Navi. Hey, listen.
Hey,
Hey.
listen.
So I assume this is right my load.
Yes.
I'm going for a normal load.
Okay.
So from somewhere she's gonna pull out a lantern.
Yeah, you haven't like strapped your waist and you just didn't even really notice it, and somehow it didn't break when you fell from the ceiling.
I imagine like one of those like from like one of the Peter Pan movies where you know this tiny little Tinkerbell lantern. That's what I imagine. This tiny little lantern.
You also notice that you have this like strange mask that's like attached to you.
Just writing shenanigans down. I'm not even bothering with the mask right now. I want to get out of there. And so she's gonna pull out the lantern and see where to go.
So you turn on the lantern or like flip it or whatever as you're like running for your life. And you come to this like hole in the ground.
I'm gonna fall straight through it, aren't I? Yeah. She doesn't see it.
There's no hole in the ground. Okay. So Ink,
That is me.
you come up and you hear gunshots and there's a building in front of you.
Okay. Does anyone? So I'm in like an alley.
Yes.
And is it kind of looking out on a larger street?
Yes,
Or-
that's to the left.
Oh, okay. And the gunshots were to the right.
Yes.
Is there a door anywhere on this building that I'm
Yes.
looking at?
Down a little bit to the right.
I will. I think I will try to get out of the sewer, and go to the left toward the bigger street. That's not toward the explosion sound.
Okay.
I would like to try to do this quietly, if possible.
Okay.
So I think that would be a prowl.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, would you let me use a finesse for that to set it down lightly, like with my sneaky hands?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's so I have 2 dots in that one. Does that mean I roll
2
2?
and
Okay.
take the higher.
Take the higher. Oh no. It's 2 2s.
2 2s.
Choo-choo.
So,
Just gonna have fun with this.
would you like to continue to try to do this by taking it at a risky, or would you like to withdraw and take a different approach?
I guess I'll withdraw and take a different approach.
Okay, so instead of doing finesse, do something else.
Okay. I will use prowl then.
Okay.
I'll put my legs into it. Okay. Jeez, I'm on the doubles right now. 2 4s.
2 4s. Okay. So, do you
Oh, I'm
want?
sorry. I wasn't supposed to roll 2, but it doesn't matter because they were both 4s. So it's a
Both
4.
Would you like to do the thing, or would you like to try a different approach?
I think I will do the thing.
Okay. So you lower the thing into place. And as you do so, you don't make any noise, but the door down the street slams open.
Okay.
And a guy carrying some like black
Implement.
Yeah, dangerous looking object.
It's a gun, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, which Ink immediately, like, her heart starts beating faster, and she begins to, like, get stressed out by that sight. He steps out into the alleyway.
But Marlo doesn't register what this is.
No.
She feels that this is something that is scary
And
but
dangerous.
doesn't know why. Does Marlo feel any sense of recognition? Well, Ink, I guess. Does Marlo feel in her instinct any sense of recognition of this individual?
Run.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will run then. Yep. I'll run to the left.
Okay.
Are there any boxes or anything in this
No.
alleyway? By the way, okay,
It's clear.
Cool.
Twitch.
Run.
Emily.
Twitch. Okay.
Twitch. We'll get used to the new names.
Yeah, I'm like, So I'm just walking down this thing. Do I hear anything? Do I hear the chaos that everyone else is hearing with gunshots and things?
Not really, not yet.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm assuming that this is a tunnel that goes two ways, in front of me and behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has, like, if I look either way, does either way have any light towards it?
To the left.
She'll head towards the left then. And she's like, she can, like, kind of see it. She's, like, walking, like, careful with her arms out, trying to, like, not fall into the sewer that is soaking up herself. And yeah, she'll just start wading her way through, just cursing endlessly to herself in like whispers, and like she has anxiety, which she's not used to, and it is stressing her out that her heart is going and that she is like her skin is crawling and she just can't even deal with these foreign emotions within her.
And you hear like the squeaking of little rats that are like
Oh man.
racing back and forth, and like the little like titter of their little feet.
Like echoing in this whole area, and she just like her whole skin is crawling and she's not used to it, and her skin doesn't feel as strong as it used to, and she's just soldiering on. She's like, "You are courting, you are not afraid, you tell this panic to go right to hell, you just keep on walking towards the light, you're almost out of here." She's gonna head up towards the light.
Okay. So you're going towards light, and then you come to the end of the hall.
Okay.
And the light is like bluish green.
Okay.
And you're realizing that it's not firelight, but it's more like bioluminescent algae that has encrusted itself along the tunnels.
But this is a dead end.
No, it
Oh,
continues
okay.
on, but like into this little nook of a room.
Okay, so
And you can hear voices.
yeah. So she is going to feel around for a weapon. She's gonna like think weapon and just see where her hand automatically goes to.
So as you like clomp your hand down, what does it fall on?
So I'm gonna spend 2 points on a large weapon.
Tell me about your large weapon.
So I don't know exactly what type of weapons this era has, but I want it to be like automatic shotgun-esque.
Okay. I mean, this is
Yeah.
like a Victorian-esque kind of thing, but like
Okay.
that's totally like cool. Like
Yeah.
have your like like
Yeah.
whatever.
Boom. It can even be like a chick chick boom, but she has like just a couple multiple shots in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. There's no such thing as really like ammo or anything, so you got your thing.
It's gonna be like just like it's like a blunderbussy like slugs type of a deal.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
So she doesn't know exactly what to do with this big metal wooden thing. So she's gonna like, can she figure out like the right way to hold it?
Yeah, like it instinctually just like comes in and comes up.
Okay. So she's gonna kind of like sneak up along the wall and creep forward, and she's just gonna have her gun ready.
So as you're creeping forward, you can hear these people talking but you can't exactly make out what they're saying unless you do a
Okay.
roll.
Okay. Is that a? Can I do hunt for that because I'm like being still and listening to what it is, or is that not quite it?
I'll allow it. I
figured
mean,
it was
it's
gonna
it's
be an
not really up
insight
to
thing.
me as far as like whether or not like I'll allow it. Actually, it's more of like it's going to have a lower effect
Okay.
than if you use
What
someone
would be
else,
the
something
ideal
else.
one?
So your ideal one will probably be survey.
Okay, I'll try hunt first.
Okay.
1 die. Yeah, nope. That was a 1.
Okay. So you definitely like maybe it's this algae that's just like
Mhm.
muffling their voices and providing some sort of sound barrier, but
Mhm.
your ears are not as keen as you're used to them being.
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna try and think, well, I better get closer then. So I'm gonna try and finesse closer without being spotted so I can listen again.
Okay.
I don't have any points in this. So I'm gonna roll 2 and take the lower result.
Okay.
3 is my lower result.
Okay, so you're like you consider going forward, but then you see where your feet would fall and you know it would make noise.
Okay. So she thinks for a second to herself and she's like, well, if I stay here, I won't be able to hear what they say. If I move forward, they're going to know that I'm here. I guess I better just go in scary. So her plan is to go in scary. And she's gonna come busting around this corner with her gun up on her shoulder, and she's like, does she know if she turns like this corner she's gonna see them immediately?
You feel
Like,
like
can she like come up and be like, nobody move? Would nobody move? Or is it like she's gonna turn and do that and then like it's gonna be an empty hall and she
you
realizes
feel like there's like a little nook of room right there.
right there, right there, right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then she's gonna do that. She's gonna come in with her gun up and she's gonna be like, everybody, stop what you're doing right now! And be like having her weapon trained immediately on someone.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to roll a thing?
Oh yeah, sure. Gosh. This is like a command, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That would have the highest effect.
Okay. Do I want to accept 2 stress?
This is probably going to be risky.
What I'm doing is going to be risky?
Yes. Just
Then
so
I
you
am
know.
going to take 2 stress to give myself a bonus die.
Okay.
Let's move myself to 4 stress. Just record that real quick. Boom. Ooh, I got a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
So you whip around the corner with your weapon like held up, whatever this thing is in your hands that you feel like is going to do some damage. And standing there is a man
Mhm.
with black eyes that fill up his
Oh, that's
entire
bad.
eyes.
Yeah, that's bad.
And the closest thing, like in your knowledge, that you could liken him to would be like a tiefling.
Okay.
Because not only does he have like these jet black eyes, but he also has like a bit of a tail.
Oh. Okay. This is demon folk.
But he turns and he looks at you, and then his face just like it's shock and like you're still alive? I thought I had lost you. I thought you were dead.
Like a loving sort of way, or
Yeah, like
I thought I
this.
killed you.
No, like I thought you were dead. I thought like
Okay.
he almost starts crying. And
How
then
do I feel when I see him?
you're just like, I mean, your heart's still going like panicky.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, because that's just kind of its normal status as Twitch.
Yes. is fast paced. Yeah, sure. That
That's
makes
like,
sense. Like a hummingbird.
yes, but I mean, like, you're like always happy to see him. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, relief.
Mhm.
But like a little bit of distrust.
Okay. Sure.
And then your eyes fall on two other people, a man and a woman. And the woman has these goggles that are like large and
Mhm.
attached to, her head. They're snapped up on her forehead. And the man is like this hulk of a dude. And his weapon is also drawn.
Okay.
And the woman has a vial in her hand.
Okay.
And Keno.
That makes sense.
I don't remember where it was.
You were running from people shooting at you.
How could I forget? So apparently there's a hole in the ground. Where I'm at,
There was a hole in the ground, but you're ignoring
and
that.
I ran past it. Yeah. She has no idea what's going on around her. She's just so flabbergasted. She's trying to leave. And is her ghost friend still there?
Yes.
So she's got the lantern. She's like, there's a door. Friend.
So you need to do a check to find the door in the dark with your lantern. But your lantern will increase the effect.
So what if I did hunt? Like, I don't know if that's actually. I think it's gonna have to be survey.
Survey is better, but
Probably should have put.
you're already in a risky situation.
Well, hey, look at that, 2 6s.
Okay. So you're booking it, and then like you turn a corner and like there's the door. Or a door. You're hoping it's the door. You grab a hold of the thing and you just jerk it open, and then there's like nighttime and a street, and then down the street you see this other woman in like a vest and with like ink all up her arms, and then like these black fitted slacks, and then you also see this other guy coming out another door, and oh crap.
Can I tell that that's Marlo? Like, is there some sort of like innate ability that we have to kind of tell that it's each other?
You can tell that they're like maybe part of your crew.
So she's gonna remember something about a lot of. She's like, maybe that's her. So she's gonna run up to you. I don't remember your name.
Ink.
That makes sense.
So there's a woman running up to me.
Yeah, so another door has opened up like down a side thing that you haven't seen, but like a woman with like short dark hair and like a bunch of piercings is like booking it, and she's like carrying a lantern, and like there's like this creepy vibe that just like washes down the street with her.
Okay.
Wow, that is not a comforting sensation at all.
So is she coming at me in the direction that I was going to run?
No, that you were going to run away from.
Oh, well, I'm definitely going to keep running then.
So, Keno, you just see this girl that you were going to run at, like, turn and book it. And then this dude that was coming out of the door, like, he just only seems to be looking at ink, and that's the only one that he sees. He doesn't even see you. And he just turns and follows after her, like chasing her.
Piano, Shadows, whoever. It's still Shadow's brain right now. She is determined that that's Mark. And she's gonna run at her continually.
Okay.
She's like, so she's still running at you. Probably gonna look like I'm gonna try to kill.
She's like, tattoos? Tattoos. It's tattoos, friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's probably really loud.
Okay, ink.
Have I made it onto the bigger street?
Yes, so you make it out onto the bigger street, and luckily it's like a late hour. So there aren't too many people out. But
Oh.
you do like notice how much like strange mist like fills the streets here, and it just has this strange vibe.
And there's a dude after me that I'm feeling scared of, and a weird lady
Crazy woman with a lantern.
also after me. How many people are on this street, would you say?
There's like a carriage down that way with like, you know, a couple.
Pretty empty.
Yeah, but it's nighttime and most people are like in their houses.
Alrighty. Trying to think of
Make a check and maybe you'll find more people.
Oh, okay. I will
That's
survey.
always a thing that you can do.
That's true. Okay. Oh wait, yes. Take the lower. Ah, darn. Okay, that's a 3.
Yeah, so you're looking around and you do find more people. But these are not the people that you want to find. Because as you're walking down the street, out from around the corner, you see 2 men step out, and they're dressed in blue coats with copper buttons.
Okay. They seem to have noticed me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here's what I want to try to do. I'm going to run up to them panicked and basically like panic, tell them like there's a man after me and I don't know what he's gonna do.
You are covered in blood, let me remind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a man after me. I'm covered in blood. I'm gonna run up to them. I'm gonna say there's a man after me. He tried to kill me.
Okay, roll whatever you need to roll.
I'm gonna say that's a sway.
Okay.
Sway makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm good at that. I'm gonna go ahead. This is pretty important, I feel like. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a stress.
Okay, so take 2 stress. You
do
take
it.
2 stress to push yourself.
Oh, okay.
What's a devil's bargain as a side note?
So a devil's bargain is you essentially say, I want something.
Right.
Here's a suggestion of something that I would trade for that something, and like you and I discuss what's a fair trade for that thing.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay. I got a 5.
Okay. So the blue coats, of course, look you up and down. Note your like gore, and note also the fact that you are armed and like have some maybe like rigging or like look like you might be up to no good. And so they take this in. And so the one just like puts a hand on your shoulder while the other goes to the corner and just waits.
Okay.
And as the guy, the one that's chasing you, steps out, the blue coat just grabs his arm and like twists him around and puts him in an arm lock
Wow.
and holds him there.
Better than a hand on the shoulder.
And then escorts him back to you.
To
And-
me?
Yes. And now you and the two blue coats and the guy that was chasing you are all standing in the street going to have a nice little conversation about what is actually happening.
Okay.
Kenno.
Do I? Okay. I was gonna say, what about that weird lady?
Kenno hits the corner just as, arm lock, escort off. You see right around here, there's now two blue coats with Tattoo Girl and, Meathead.
So she's not gonna go around the corner. She sees something happens, and so just kind of stays there, but like peering around the corner to watch to see what's going on. If I'm chasing the right.
And Twitch, you have paused them.
Has any of them said my name?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But the one seems very happy to see you, and the other two do not seem very happy to see you at all.
Okay.
And the man with the demon eyes turns back to them and says, "Well, could we have the potions? And the drugs?" And Twitch, do you want to roll something to back him up?
He seems like my friend, and I feel like I would agree that yes, if he thinks that I need a thing, then I'm gonna agree that I need that thing, and I'll say I think that's a good idea in a commanding tone.
Okay, roll.
Okay. 4.
Okay, do you want to do the thing?
Yes, I want to do the thing.
Okay.
I want to succeed and take a consequence.
So
that's what the thing means, right? With
yes.
the 4? Okay.
Yeah. So the girl with the glasses, lady with the glasses, she hesitates, but then seeing that now he has an extra friend who looks like they might know what they're doing with a weapon, goes over and picks up a small crate and hands it over to him. And he takes it and nods and says, "Good day to you all." And then turns around and says, "Come along, Twitch." And just walks off down the hallway.
I'll eye them super warily and back away, following this apparent friend. I'll be listening, make sure they're not following us.
And that is where we will end our cast tonight.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Always got to be a cliffhanger, man. Oh, should we say goodbye and then do the end show?
We should. We
All
should.
Right. Everyone, thank you for sticking with us. So much fun.
Yes.
New system.
Much fun.
Thank you all. And good night.
Bye.
Bye.